Hello Virgo rising and Virgo moon people. This is your monthly astrological horoscope for June 2017. And a quick reminder for y'all out there, remember, if you ever wonder why astrologers always talk about the rising sign, we've got a special video on the main channel page, and it's right at the top. It's a featured video, and it answers all the frequently asked questions I get, how to find your rising sign, and what the significance of that request really is. It's actually very interesting. I think you'll be very interested to know. And of course, I've also got a special announcement some of you have already heard. I'm going to actually be making an appearance on Nadiya Shah's channel on June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US and Canada, or, convert it, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, US and Canada, and we're going to be talking all about astrology, tarot, spirituality, all kinds of fun stuff. Mark it on your calendars. I'm going to put a link to her channel below. You probably already know who she is. She's a fabulous astrologer. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on this month when it comes to the Virgo people? Well, we've got one of those months where eventually all the signs are just gonna, all the planets are gonna group up. Okay, we do that, every 2-3 months, all the planets will group up in one spot. And it's happening towards the end of the month, but I always let people know that because that's why it's important to be able to check your rising sign and things like that, because what happens is, we need to be able to get both sides of the story, inner and outer, okay? Now this all starts on the 4th with Mars moving into Cancer, alright, your 11th house of friendships and social networking. And for a lot of you Virgo people, this is going to basically be a theme from June 4th all the way up until about the 3rd week of July, where you are going to be working on getting closer to your friends, okay? Mars talks about bonding. It's talking about strengthening relationships, especially platonic relationships, getting that brotherhood, sisterhood energy back into your life. What is going on with your platonic support system? How tight is everybody? Because sometimes we tend to drift. Things get, other priorities happen, work, family, relationships, kids, and things like that. But we do need to have our village. They say it takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a village to support an adult, or support a marriage, or to support a family. And this is where we're working on getting that back for you. Mars in the 11th house can also indicate friends coming in with support, friends coming in to give you support with leads. They tend to champion you in a lot of ways. With Mars in the 11th house, friends tend to show up and help lead you to new jobs, lead you to ways to boost your career, lead you in ways to help, overcome obstacles or pervasive issues that have gone on for a long time. So we want to keep our doors unlocked for that and keep ourselves available. On the 6th, we've got Venus, planet of love, harmony, affection, and romance, moving into Taurus, into your 9th house of travel, higher education, your spiritual life, and government and legal proceedings. And a lot of you Virgo people may actually find that the next month is going to be fraught with opportunities to take spontaneous pleasure trips, whether it's going on a trip abroad, maybe you're actually hosting people who are, coming in from overseas, out of the country, reuniting with friends, family. Also, however, this can be a time where new love could come to Virgos who are looking from a foreign country or a foreign cultural or spiritual background, bringing some diversity in, shaking things up, no more of the same old, same old. Venus in this area can also be good for finding love even through a school. If those of you who are, looking to go to university, you're single and looking, you may actually meet somebody through the same program that you're in. This can also be a wonderful time to get the favor of people in positions of power, whether they be administrators, whether they be in a government or legal situation you are in. Venus is lending that sympathy to you from the 6th all the way through the rest of the month. We've also got Mercury moving into your 10th house of career, Gemini, on this day, where he will be all the way up until the 21st of the month. And when Mercury is in our 10th house, we tend to notice career growth happen a lot faster. Remember, Mercury speeds things up. So we're noticing things proliferate. We may be climbing the ladder at work faster, getting prerequisites out of the way, an opportunity for an interview or a test of your methods for a promotion or a higher paid position, or just simply a more prestigious position or status at the workplace will be available to you. Some of you may even be noticing that this is a good time for a transfer. If you're looking to transfer to another location or another department, if you're trying to work under a different person, get a different type of job experience, or simply have this coincide with a physical move. And that may be what you're doing, because on the 9th, we've got a full moon occurring in your 4th house of home and family. And a lot of you who may have been thinking about moving, letting go of a property, selling a home, doing some shuffling, doing some alterations like that, this full moon is going to bring an opportunity to actually make that ideal realized between the 9th and the 23rd of the month. I will say, however, be careful in the middle of the month, especially between the 9th and the 15th. That full moon energy can make things fairly tense on the family front. There may be something to confront with a relative, most likely blood relatives, however. Not in-laws, but, we're talking people you are related to by blood, especially when it comes to your natal family, mother, father, brother, sister. This may bring an issue or a conflict to a head that you need to assess. We also have Jupiter going direct, however, on this day in your earned income sector, and this is actually, again, boosting your income in a big way. With Jupiter retrograde, from January up until now, we've kind of noticed that we've been sort of stuck. We can't lose money, but we can't gain money either. And there seems to be a challenge with that sometimes with Jupiter retrograde. It seems to me everything gets to be promised to you, but not necessarily wholly realized. That is going to shift. With Jupiter going direct, there may be, again, some kind of big offer coming your way, or possibly even a steady increase into your usual take-home starting this month and continuing to grow all the way through October. On the 16th, we've got Neptune turning retrograde in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships, your closest one-on-one relationships, as well as so that means your BFF, your business partner, husband, wife, roommate, lover, however you want, whoever you spend that closest one-on-one relationship time with. And from now up until November, okay, it's another long retrograde. It's not a bad one though. The rose-colored glasses are coming off, the tunnel vision is coming off, and the X-ray specs are coming on. And we will be seeing the truth about one of our closest, or maybe multiple closest one-on-one relationships, and how good, or maybe not so great, it may really be. Is our best friend truly somebody who has our best interest at heart? Are we maybe not noticing a good potential romantic partner in somebody because, maybe we are blinded by what we think should be our type? Maybe there's a situation where we need to change business partners because we may realize that somebody is not exactly as good as somebody new who could be coming along. This is what's going to be coming out during this time, and you do need to pay attention because Neptune retrograde tends to show us secrets that we're not supposed to ignore. However, it is all for our advantage, and it's meant to be used. It's meant to be information that we put to good use for ourselves, and a lot of you are going to really appreciate that. On the 21st, we've got the Sun and Mercury moving into Cancer, into your 11th house of friendships and social networking at the same time. And what's going to end up happening with that, with that energy is that, again, we've got you getting more popular. We've got you perhaps even moving into a new circle of friends, or building a new perfect circle of friends around you. Mercury is making you more popular, and we even have a friend stepping up to maybe even realize a bucket list dream or ideal that we have had for a long time, and realizing it and making it a real thing and not just a fantasy. On the 23rd even, we've got a new moon in this area. And again, a new friendship circle, or perhaps even a new BFF may be coming into your life that you do need to have. It's not saying that we're getting rid of the old circle. Sometimes a circle is simply new because we changed a few people around, but not all of them. And it's important to be able to have that active social life when you have the 11th house energy turning on this way, Virgo. Staying available for it, finding out who your friends really are, getting tighter and more closely with them. Because if you move with the seasons of the astrology, that good energy stays with you after those planets have moved on to other places. So don't procrastinate it. Again, keep yourself socially available because it's really more about the play, the recreation, and the bonding this month. So I hope you have found this helpful. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.